Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. This is your December 2020 monthly reading. Got some cards wanting to flip out there already. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Could be a bit of a situation where sort of you've been a bit stressed out about, keeping you up at night with that sort of Nine of Swords wanting to flip out. Let's see what comes out. I want your energy of the person, people, situations surrounding you for the rest of December 2020. If it doesn't resonate, please feel free to check out your other placements. What is going on for my Cancer viewers? If you like the video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel. What is going on, Cancer, for you for December 2020? I'm going to stop there. Got the Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, King of Wands, Gemini had that in their reading as well. We've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We've got the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Five of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups here. So Cancer, there's your energy at the bottom of the deck there. Any final advice, positive affirmations, any final messages for Cancer for December 2020, please? Any final messages? Anything else that Cancer needs to know? Any advice for December 2020? We have the King of Air, King of Swords there. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Love it. Okay, interesting. So Cancer, I see that you're very, very concerned about your stability this month, or at least coming into December. During December, you're very, very concerned about your stability. You're very, very concerned about building something solid for the future, solid foundations. You don't want to be in a situation that's going to waste your time. You don't want to spend any more time, energy, effort on people, situations that are not going to lead to a secure, stable future. With the Four of Pentacles energy here, you're really sort of holding on to things. This person is someone who, you could actually be worried about, financial security at this point. This is someone who's really trying to hold on to what they've built financially, but also it is a card of just keeping things close to your chest, not wanting to wear your heart on your sleeve. You're concerned about the future and building something solid, something's going to last, something stable. You don't want to just rush into something, rush into, giving all your feelings and your heart towards someone if it's not going to have the end result of a solid, stable connection. With the Four of Wands here, this is what you want to achieve. You're willing to put in the hard work and effort to do it, but you want to make sure that whoever you're dealing with is also willing to put in that effort. You don't want something to be one-sided. You don't want to be the one who's always extending yourself, who's always doing things for the other person, always doing way too much. You might be traveling to them, you might be spending money on them, for example, and then you're just not seeing enough in return. You're not feeling like it's balanced. You want someone who puts in the same kind of effort as you in order to build this solid foundation, solid committed partnership, marriage, moving in together, building a home together, all that kind of stuff that takes hard work, that takes a long time, and that, is a result of two people coming together and wanting to build on the same thing and having the same values for the future. Energy surrounding you. got the King of Wands and Temperance. So you could be So you could be dealing with Sagittarius here with Temperance card, and also with the fire energy of the King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This person could have those placements in their chart. Doesn't necessarily have to. But ultimately, you're dealing with a very, very strong individual. And it's interesting because I think you're actually dealing with someone who is mature enough to actually set a plan in place for you, to set a plan in place for the future direction of the relationship. Now, I don't know if this is someone you've been dealing with already or if this is someone new coming in, but if it's someone new coming in, I really do like this energy, because sometimes, okay, let's talk about sort of there's pros and cons to everything, but let's talk about some of the cons first. So King of Wands, this is someone who is, a very, very strong leader. So if you've got someone coming in, or you're dealing with someone, Cancer, who has that sort of very, very strong, it's a male in this card, but male or female doesn't matter, but it's that kind of alpha type energy. This is someone who's almost like an entrepreneur sometimes. This is someone who really has those sort of leadership qualities, but it is also someone who can be a little bit arrogant sometimes, a little bit selfish sometimes. This is someone who is definitely going to think about what's right for them at all times. That's not necessarily to say that they're always going to be selfish, but they're always going to have themselves in mind. They want to make decisions that are mutually beneficial, not just beneficial for one of you. They want to feel the benefit as well. So, but very, very mature energy. And with the Temperance here, this really balances out this person's energy, I feel. So they're not, they have a lot of passion. They're a very passionate person. But with the Temperance here, I feel like you're dealing with someone, or you will be very soon, someone who is quite experienced, not just in life, but in relationships as well. If they haven't had a lot of long-term relationships, somehow they're just naturally very experienced, very sensible, because Temperance is beautiful energy in a relationship reading, because it's a relationship that, has the emotions there, the passions there, the feelings are there, but it's not going to get overwhelming. It's not going to turn into some like crazy, volatile, passionate, like codependent type situation. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be a very, very mature connection. So you're dealing with someone who is a strong leader, potentially a little bit arrogant, Cancer, but they're experienced and they know what it takes to actually build a healthy type of relationship. For some reason, and maybe it's because of what you've experienced in the past, you're a little bit guarded, you're a little bit closed off to this person. You're a little bit closed off. Maybe it's because of the way they're coming across. Maybe it's how their personality, sometimes maybe they can be a little bit too blunt, a little bit too aggressive, a little bit abrasive, maybe. I don't know. And you're just taking your time. You're just taking your time because you don't want to waste time. You don't want your feelings hurt. You don't want to wear your heart on your sleeve and then it to just all sort of blow up in your face. But look at the outcome here. We've got the Hierophant and we've got the Five of Pentacles. Now, Hierophant, I mean, this is higher levels of commitment. This is like two people who are actually kind of serious about building something solid for the future. And I think whether you know it or not, Cancer, this person is actually thinking along those lines. And with the Five of Pentacles here, a lot of readers would read that as quite a negative in a tarot reading, in a relationship reading. They might say something like, oh, this is suggesting that, someone's being left out in the cold. But not so. The traditional meaning of this card is two people who are sort of going through it together. This is like going through things together, through thick and thin. You two are going to stick together and work on things, Even though the people in this card going through a bit of a rough time at the moment, they're sort of injured in the snow, in the cold, poverty-stricken. There's two people in this card still, and they're in it together, and they're battling through it together. So this person feels as though you two can actually get through the realities of life, the trials and tribulations of life together. They're seeing you as actually very sensible, very practical, Cancer. And they're the same way because they've been through it. I feel like this is a very experienced person. This is a very experienced person. They've had a lot of ups and downs in relationships. They've learned from past relationships and they know what it takes, and they know that it takes hard work. They know that relationships take hard work. And you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid of putting in that effort. Cancer, you're not afraid of really putting in the effort for someone as long as they're worthwhile and as long as you get the effort back. And I feel like you will from this person. So Cancer, if you're not sure this is the person who you're dealing with, or if it's a new person that's going to come in, the person that's coming in who has this mature energy, you're not going to feel like it's not a balanced relationship or a balanced partnership. You're not going to feel like you're always the one extending yourself and doing everything for this person. You are going to receive some back in return as well. This is not someone who's just going to do everything for you though. With that King of Wands energy, this person is very, very interested in achieving what they want as well. So they want to achieve something that's beneficial for the both of you. They're not going to be completely selfish, but they're also not going to completely bend over backwards for you. It's going to feel like a very balanced connection here, which is amazing. I mean, that's what you want. With the Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, you know, you want this kind of connection, which is going to allow you to express those emotions a little bit more, to sort of get back to feeling like yourself. You want to be with someone who is not going to make you feel stupid for expressing those emotions and being true to yourself and true to how you feel. And this person's definitely not going to do that. Definitely not going to do that. You're gonna really feel like you can be yourself around this person. And even though the two of you are quite different, I feel like personality wise you're quite different, you two are actually going to complement each other quite well. And you're going to be able to take your differences and use them to your advantage and work together quite well. The advice with the King of Air here is to really just make sure you've thought about everything before making a decision. Like, really think things through. Think things through logically, intuitively. Do what feels right and what ticks all the boxes, because at the end of the day, the right person is going to not only make you feel good emotionally, they're also going to make you feel good intellectually. It's going to be the logical choice. That's what's going to lead to this Wheel of Fortune here. That's what's going to lead to your ultimate happiness. Just take the time, think through everything clearly, make sure this person approaches you correctly, make sure it's a balanced connection, make sure you can feel like yourself in the connection. Maybe you've been dealing with someone, Cancer, where you just feel like you haven't been able to be yourself. I'm getting that quite strongly for some of you. It's almost like you're having to change, or you're having to hide your feelings or something like that. It's made you a little bit closed off because you haven't felt completely comfortable and safe being yourself. Well, that's not going to happen with this person. With the right person, it's going to feel comfortable, it's going to feel safe, it's going to feel like you can really just be open and be yourself. So make sure they tick all the boxes and make sure it feels right from an emotional perspective, mental perspective, intellectual perspective, intuitively. It's all going to feel right. It's going to tick all the boxes. That's going to bring you ultimate success and happiness, and it's going to lead to that sort of higher level of commitment here. It's going to lead to that Ace of Pentacles type energy with a really, really solid commitment, hope for the future, that kind of thing. You've got the ability to manifest this, I feel. Cancer, you're doing the right thing. You're taking your time. You're working hard towards what you want to achieve. And yeah, you've got the ability to manifest this person in your life if they're not there already. But I feel like they are coming in. I feel like fortunes are changing for you. I feel as though, like I said, for some of you, you're in a situation, maybe in a repetitive cycle for some of you, where it just didn't feel quite right, that's going to turn around now. That's going to change. Your luck's going to change with this new person coming in, and you're both going to have the same values, and you're going to want that high level of commitment, and you're both going to be willing to put in an effort, and it's going to be a very balanced connection. So I'm really loving that for you guys. I hope you enjoyed that reading. Thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.